there guys, a very tired AtticPC guy here. This video is quite late this week. I apologize for that. I've been moving houses, just got the keys last Wednesday, so there's a lot to do. It's a freshly built house, so painting, taping everything to paint, setting floors, all of that has to happen. I actually have a video on that for you guys to see the new recording area, and where I will actually build a little shed to do some modding and some desk building in the future. But anyway, I should start with the news. Like I said, I will upload a video on that if you guys are interested. In any case, let's start with the news. Obviously, the big news this week is the release of the newest NVIDIA driver for their graphics cards, with the inclusion of the ray tracing feature to cards from the 10th generation. So anything from the 1080 Ti, 1080, so on and so forth, as well as the GTX 1660 Ti and 1660, they now fully support ray tracing. You can use it in games that support it, although don't expect those games to be playable. The FPS with ray tracing enabled on these cards is horrendous. It's barely even playable. You probably won't even break 30 FPS, perhaps on a 1080 Ti, but even then, is that really playable? I mean, if you're the kind of gamer that wants to have their games playing at high resolution, which if you want 1080 Ti, that's usually what you would be doing, running games at high settings and perhaps even higher resolutions, you won't be able to do it with ray tracing enabled. So it does kind of seem like it's more of a way to let people have a taste of it and then think, oh, I should perhaps buy an RTX card to play this properly. So that's kind of what it feels. I will try to do a video testing that feature, the ray tracing because they did release a few technical demos for you to try it out, even if you don't have a game that supports it. I will do that with the 1660 Ti that I am currently using, but again, don't expect anything stellar, and I don't know exactly when I will have the time to do it anyway. Still on NVIDIA, a mysterious GPU has been spotted that performs somewhere in between the RTX 2070 and the RTX 2080. It shows on the user benchmark that it performs about 6% better than the 2070, and it is listed as having a weird number of 7.5 gigabytes of RAM. So while it's not completely sure what this is about, I'm sure that we will hear about it in the future. It cannot possibly be the 1650 or 50 Ti that are rumored to launch soon. If an RTX 2070 Ti is in the works, I have not heard anything about it, to be quite honest, so I would be a bit surprised, but we shall see if there's some news about it in the future. Now, as far as CPUs go, some news have surfaced about the market share that AMD and Intel currently have, specifically in the DIY PC or the self-built PC, like most PC enthusiasts do, myself included. If you're watching this channel, there's a good chance that you also are the kind of user that put together your own PC and bought the parts separately and not as a whole as a pre-built PC. In that regard, AMD seems to be outperforming Intel by quite a bit, especially in the last few months/years. The data pertains mostly to the last 3 quarters, and it is shared by a German retailer, and it shows that in the last 9 months, AMD has outsold Intel by a very large margin, specifically at the 69% market share for AMD, against 31% market share for Intel in the individual CPU sales. So that's quite a fair margin, and it does show that Intel is kind of back in the game after several years of not really being a competitor. It is soon to be launching its Zen 2 architecture with the Ryzen 3 and Threadripper 3000 stuff. So that is definitely something to keep an eye on, and it's nice to see that there is a force to be reckoned with in the CPU market to keep the competition going, which usually brings better results both in terms of performance and pricing for those of us that want to buy a CPU. Now, this has been all the more interesting news of the week. I might have missed something this time around. If I did, I apologize. Like I said, I've been quite busy with the whole moving situation. I expect to remain busy for the next few weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. I will try to keep releasing movies as often as possible and as on my schedule of 2-3 videos a week as possible. If I cannot manage, I apologize in advance, and I'll let you guys see soon enough how the whole housing thing is looking, because well, it's not enormous, but it is completely brand spanking new, and it will allow me to do more in the modding department, which is, at least in my eyes, what I always wanted this channel to be centered around, with the rest of the reviewing, opinion stuff being more of a side thing. But yeah, I'll let you guys see soon. This has been Attic PC Guy. Bear with me through these a bit slower times, and I will see you next time.